Hey guys, it's Mythik Max, and today I just want to go over some essential general cards that you can run in any deck, no matter what archetype or type of play style you're running. So the first few are the SPQR generals. The SPQR archetype is based off of ancient Rome, and obviously they had many famous commanders and emperors. So Caesar Augustus is the first one. His power is when he's deployed, you can add an SPQR magic or fortifier from your deck to your hand. Now, this is obviously really helpful if you're running an SPQR deck, but even if not, there are cards like SPQR Ballista, which just destroys an attack stance champion that you could run in any deck. So you don't have to kill, some cards can't be killed in battle. A Ballista would be really helpful, and Augustus searches that. Now, his other power is while he's on the field, and remember, generals stay on the field until you replace them or until they're destroyed. While he's on the field, face down magic or fortifiers on your field cannot be targeted by card powers. So if you had some face down magic or fortifiers and your opponent came out with a trebuchet, if Augustus is on the field, trebuchet can't actually target and destroy any of your cards. So your magic and fortifiers are protected, and that's really powerful. So that's Caesar Augustus. He's a tier 3, so not easy to come by, but if you do happen to have him, he can really change the game. Scipio Africanus is another tier 3 general for pretty good reason. When he is deployed, you can sacrifice a champion from your field. So let's say you have sacrifice one champion from your field and target and eliminate one mythic card anywhere on the field. So if your opponent had a mythic like, Ra or something, or Zeus, Hades, right? You play Scipio, sacrifice, all you need is any champion, sacrifice one champion, and then target and destroy the mythic. Now, if you were running a heavenly deck and you happen to have Khepri and you want him to be eliminated to play Ra, you could do that, right? You could target your own mythics, but Scipio basically is just a one-time destroy any mythic on the field, which is really, really powerful because most of the mythics, strength-wise, are very difficult to kill in battle. So that's Scipio. We also have the Empress Agrippina, another SPQR general. This card is similar to Scipio and really underrated. Not many people run this card, but this is a really powerful card. So her power is once per turn, you can target and eliminate one card on your field, except for her, and eliminate the same type of card. So again, let's say you have Agrippina on the field. Let's say your opponent has Set, which is 8,000 attack. That's really strong, and you just have Persephone 1,000 attack. So you can activate Agrippina's power, eliminate one card on your field, and then eliminate the same type of card on your opponent's field. If you eliminate a champion, you can eliminate a champion. If you eliminate a magic or fortifier, you can eliminate a magic or fortifier. So that is really powerful because this one card gives you a way to destroy any type of card on the field, except for a general. Of course, Agrippina would not ever sacrifice herself. So she's pretty underrated. Not a lot of people know about her or use her, but she's literally gives you a chance to destroy any type of card as long as you have the same card. So that's her. Our final SPQR general is Caligula, and he is just an absolute nuisance. So his power is when he is deployed, you can then deploy this card in an opponent's general slot, even if a general already resides there, and this card cannot be replaced by other generals until he's killed. So what happens is you deploy him, you say, hey, let's say your opponent has Agrippina or something. You deploy Caligula, he boots her from the general slot, and remember, each player only has one general slot. Then he's stuck on your opponent's field, and they can't replace him. So even if they had Scipio in their hand, they can't just play Scipio. They have to kill Caligula to get him out of their general slot. And there are, only a few ways of killing generals, one of which is Ninja Assassin. So Caligula is an absolute nuisance of a card just because it takes up your opponent's general slot and they can't do anything about that. This is also really good if you're playing against a Shadow Prince deck where the whole deck is based off of Lucifer, the fallen angel, who is a general. So if you get this card before they can play Lucifer, you shut down their entire deck. So that's Caligula. There are 3 more generals that I want to include. The first one is Sengoku Shogun Oda Nobunaga. Obviously, in this game, magic and fortifier cards can be very dangerous. What Oda Nobunaga does is once per turn, you can target magic and fortifiers up to the number of Sengoku cards you control and eliminate him. So, of course, if you're running a Sengoku deck, this is really, really good. But you can stick this in your deck and basically use it as a trebuchet that you can use every turn. And that's because he is a Sengoku card. So if you play Oda Nobunaga, every single turn he's on the field, you have a Sengoku card on the field. So even if he's the only Sengoku card in your deck, he counts as a Sengoku card on the field. So you can target one magic or fortifier every single turn. So this is literally a trebuchet that you can use every single turn to destroy, fortifiers, magic cards. So you could run him. I personally run 2 of him in every deck, and then you could run a trebuchet or whatnot. But this is basically a recyclable trebuchet. And again, there are not many cards that can kill generals, so he is also immune to an actual trebuchet because he's not a magic or fortifier, so he stays in the general slot. So Oda Nobunaga is really good, also underrated. Not a lot of people use him, but again, he's a great way of just getting rid of your enemy's defenses. All right, the next one is Alexander the Great, King Alexander of Macedon. So this is a really powerful card as well. What he does is you can target a champion on your field and its attack becomes equal to the highest attack on the field for as long as Alexander is there. So let's say again you have Persephone and your opponent has Set. So this is 8,000 attack, this is 1,000 attack. If you play Alexander the Great and you target Persephone, her attack becomes equal to the highest attack on the field. So suddenly, the highest attack is 8,000. Suddenly, she is 8,000. And so this basically makes it so that if your opponent tries to attack you, they're going to lose a champion. Because if 2 attack position champions with the same attack fight each other, then they both die. So Alexander, this is also really useful if you're playing against an Olympian deck. So if somebody comes out with Hades with 40,000 attack and you have Alexander, if you even just have one champion, then say Persephone, her attack would become 40,000. So this is changing. So Alexander's really useful. You could run this card in any deck because you don't need any special themed champions or anything. It's literally any champion can. Its attack matches the highest attack anywhere on the field. So that's really important. And then the last one is Archmage Sihir. So Sihir is shuffles a magic card from your grave into your deck. But 2, it becomes that magic card. So let's say you use Ballista and destroy, right? Say your opponent has 2 champions. You play a Ballista, this is a magic card, target and destroy 1 champion, right? So you target set, Ballista goes to the grave. Now, if you had Archmage Sihir, you play him in the general slot. Now, target 1 magic card in your grave, you can target Ballista, shuffle it into your deck, and this card becomes that power. And that power is target and destroy an attack position champion. Boom. So not only can Sihir recycle your magic cards that you've already used, but Sihir actually uses the power and can do this every single turn. So that's also a really, really good general to have. So just to review, we've got Sihir recycles and uses a magic power from your grave. Alexander the Great, who makes one of your champions always equal to the highest attack on the field. Oda Nobunaga, who is basically a trebuchet that you can use every single turn. Caligula, who takes up a general's slot of your opponent, and he can't be removed. He can't just be replaced by a new general. He has to be killed before he can be removed. We have Scipio, who all you have to do is sacrifice a champion, and then you can destroy a mythic anywhere on the field. And Augustus Caesar, who, 1, adds SPQR magic or fortifiers to your hand, searchable, but also all of your own magic or fortifiers that are face down can't be targeted by power, so it's really tough to destroy them. So those are the essential generals that you can run in any deck. As always, please let me know if you have any questions. You can comment or join our Discord and chat with the community there. Thank you guys for watching.